Alrighty. Welcome back to La-Mulana again. Last time we had to stop because I dropped my controller and broke everything. Turns out controller's fine though. I just, as suspected, I just needed to restart. But I sure felt silly. So, welcome back. We're going to start by going and healing up, because evidently I've got no health anymore. And then we're gonna go jump right back into Eden, where things are bad. Whatever it's called now, the something of illusions. You got the controller managed to survive. Me too. It's this one's lasted me a fair while, surprisingly longer than the actual official ones have. The one I have right now is like a knockoff Xbox 360 controller, and it has lasted me surprisingly long time. So, one other thing I wanted to check. I don't know for sure if this is true. Where's the programs? Here it is. In the game manual, it gives you some clues about a bunch of the different programs and what the combos do. And when it comes to this thing for RNC.exe, Rose and Camellia, the thing that has paired with is makes all main weapons stronger apart from whips. So this combo, that we don't actually know for sure what it does, might be making our other main weapons stronger. So that's kind of cool. I don't know for sure if that's what it does, but I would be willing to believe it. Okay, so let's get out of here. We have our Holy Grail ability to warp into the backroom zones now, so that's pretty sweet also. We basically need to go to the Temple of Moonlight and make our way around from there, but we only have 10 weights, so before we leave, let's also grab some more of those from the computer shop here. There we go. Now we still have a little bit of money left if we find anything interesting to buy, but we should actually be able to interact with puzzles in the area we're going to. You foolishly haven't thought of reading the manual and had to figure out the combos on your own? Well, I don't think all the combos are in there. But all of the combos that are listed in the manual only have half of the combo described for most of them, so it doesn't just give everything away, but it does give you somewhere to start for a lot of these pieces. Now actually, here's a good way to test this. It takes 2 hits of the axe right now to kill this stone guy. 1, 2, no, still the same. Not an easy way to test it, because either way, it looks like it takes 2 hits with the way we do damage currently. That's fine. We'll find somewhere else we can test it on later. I'm sure we'll find something stronger in the upcoming areas that'll make for a better test of exactly how much damage we're doing. Yeah, I don't know. There's a lot of interesting little bits and pieces and clues inside the manual, but it doesn't seem to go very far into the game. The Gate of Illusion, that's what this horrible place is called. Alright, so last time we were here, we learned a new way that this place is going to hate us. And that new way is the teleport gates that are all over the place in this room once we're able to go up. Now, when I say go up, we're actually going to fall down here, and that loops us around into the ceiling. But now that we're up here, if we walk into the walls, we can start warping around. And this is where things get fun. So we know a couple bits and pieces about this. We know, for example, that there is no wall there. There's a path that goes straight through here to the other side. But if we try to approach it, it's a warp point and we wind up back where we started. So we can't use it to skip our way past here, even though there definitely is something over there. This room above us here, is also interesting because it has these 2 lights in it. It makes me think there's something in here I don't know what it is, but like this seems significant. Nowhere else in the area we've seen so far has two of these markers side by side. But I... Okay. Hold up, what? We had a clue that said something about, like, looking on the ground for a single item. Was it because I pressed down just to see if there was, like, a hidden weight pad or something underneath any of those pots? Was that a clue specifically about doing that? There was a clue that was something like that. No, that's not it. I don't think we need this one anymore. I'm gonna go ahead and delete this one, because I think we're done with that one. We don't have any other Gate of Illusion clues, but there was definitely one that was like, search the ground for a hidden item, and that might be what we needed here. Aha! Okay. Since we got placed behind that portal, we were able to walk to the right. Nice. I was expecting that to take a lot longer. Let's go see what's up here. We have a reverse waterfall. The water pressure goes up. That's a fun little new animation we haven't seen before. A lot of people hate that puzzle, but you think this one was... this puzzle, but people think it was hinted just fine. Yeah. I mean, I feel like that room in particular made it pretty clear to me that there was something going on there. Similar to the classic Olmec head at La Venta ruins in Mexico. Just more evil. What's in here? A favor to ask of the one who disturbs my slumber. There's something I need you to do for me. If you don't want to, get out of my face! Anyway, the fairies hid the treasure I had fraudulently collected. What? What's wrong with fraud? I love fraud. It seems that the fairies made some sort of giant face swallow the treasures. And what better way to make one spit things up than pepper? Okay. How about it? You bring the treasures back to me and I'll pay you 500 G. Hacho! Yikes, got pepper up my nose. If I can't get my beloved treasures back, I can't rest peacefully and it's killing me. So go on and look for it. Don't come back until you find it. Well, I'd rather have the treasure than the 500 G. I think. But thanks for the offer. What is going on in here? Can't walk through the edge. Presumably there's not a lot else down here. We just need to ride the weight to get back out. Or this thing. The moving platform to get back out. It wouldn't surprise me if one of those spikes is also fake and you can jump up through it. But this is a dead end according to the map, so... we know the map isn't to be trusted, but it might be relevant in this case. So what are we gonna... it is actually a usable item. I mean, I guess there are Olmec heads up here that I should check before I leave. Tiny little pepper? Well, actually, before I do anything else, we're gonna go save, just in case this pepper is like single use. Let's, since we're looking for Olmec heads, we know that there's a big head... there's a bunch of big heads here in the first area. So let's save here and go test on one of these guys. Because... if we need to go back to a save point to chest anyway, we might as well start here. Well, that one doesn't do anything, but using the pepper does not destroy the pepper. So let's go make some of these fellas sneeze. Oh, weird. Standing under spikes, you can't use items. We just kind of glitch back and forth. Strange. Alright, where else is there a big Olmec head? There's a couple in this column. Nope. Pepper doesn't do nothing against these fellas. Okay, we know there's another one to the right over here. Any major revelations that you've missed? We figured out how to get out of the portal room. That's probably the most relevant thing that you've missed. And we got Pepper for our trouble. And I have... I have a vague idea of what we're trying to do with the Pepper, but I don't know for sure yet. It seems like we have to go make a big face sneeze, but it could be anywhere that has big faces in the game, which turns out to be quite a lot of places. I don't think there are any more big faces on this layer. No. Let's keep rolling here and see what else we can find to try and sneeze. I don't remember if there were any down to the bottom left. There might be. So we can check while we're here. There's... ooh. That guy looks like he wants to sneeze. I'm getting some big, I have a big sneeze coming vibes from this fella. No, alright. No such luck. Well then. Where else is there a big face? Oh, hold on, there's one at the start of this area. Let's warp up to... not there. Let's warp up to town. I don't know if this is the fastest way to get there, but we can just drop in from here. We can go bother all these little faces on the way over. Because I believe the first room or two actually had a big face in them also. Yeah! You got a sneeze in you? Hey! He did have a sneeze in him! Nice. What? What is this? It's literally treasures. Treasure collected through shady means. There's some drool from the face statue on it. Okay, I guess we're taking this back then. If it was actually gonna be like... you know, like a treasure, we might have wanted it, but... just... random things called treasures, let's go bring those back. And see what he'll give us. He said he'd offer us 500 gold in exchange. I don't think he's gonna give us that. I think when we bring it back to him, he's gonna be like, oh, I didn't think you were actually gonna give it. Here, have a egg or something instead. But let's get over there and find out. Oh, I have to go back through that maze again. Probably gonna have to do that every time. I doubt solving the puzzle changes the way of accessing it any. But that's fine. We brought some weights for precisely this reason. Fall through the hole. Give me that. Now, I believe it'll do the same thing every time if I go through the same portals, right? So if I come down here... yes, Fraud Man may not make good on his deal. Exactly. That takes us here, but we go back, and it takes us to... no, that didn't work. Oh, good. They don't always go to the same place. Was it this one I went through by mistake, actually? Yes, it was that one. Okay, we're good. So apparently if I stand here and hold down, I just sink through the ceiling. And that puts me on this side, which means I can walk through the false wall. Nice. There's a weird stone there with a person on it. Had some Junji Ito vibes there, and I don't like it. Yeah, I think there was a tablet earlier that mentioned, like, someone who wants to pass would take a knee and search for even a single item. And I think that's the clue that kneeling there solves it. I found it because I was just trying to see if there was like an invisible weight podium underneath the pots. But I have a feeling that's the clue that's supposed to lead you there. Alright. Well, Pepper is probably done, so let's go put that away and see what this guy gives us. Ah, my beloved treasures. Ah, gross! It's covered in slimy spit! How dare you get my treasures all sticky? You don't deserve anything more than this pile of junk. Contained anchor. Alright. Get out of my face! Thank you? What's an anchor do? It lets you walk on the bottom of water. An anchor wrought from a rare stone. Sinks swiftly into the murky depths just by holding it. Well, I guess it might make it so that we can walk down into that water rise. That would make sense to me. Ow. Alright, let's give it a try. I have a feeling that's what it's for. I don't know what else it would be for, but it's probably for this. Yep, we are now heavy enough that we can sink down to the bottom of the water. That looks like a trap there. I don't know what that's about. Let's, aha. Okay. So we know there's things up here, but that's interesting because under normal circumstances, you can't go up a screen transition. The only way to get here would be to start on this level. But we've seen this place has lots of weird teleports in it, so I bet you we have to be teleported to the switch and to the panel. If I had to guess, I'd say that's probably what it'll be. Well, I guess we're going in the Junji Ito square. Oh, it's not a background tile, it's like a wall. Interesting. Do we know anything about this? I can't scan it. I don't think we have anything about this. There was... I don't remember. We remember seeing something about this being like a symbol of a fairy or something. So maybe we have to find a fairy and bring it here, but I don't know where we'd be able to do that, because it's not like there's fairies close to here. Either way, we can get up to that podium at least, so let's see what this one says. The fool who relies only on what his eyes do see shall wander the labyrinth for eternity. Great. Yeah, okay, that's what I thought. We're jumping across here. We knew that already, though, game. You've already taught us that the walls here are fake. That did something. Let's go down on this side first, because we can't easily go back afterwards. Yes, thank you. Want to become small? Thou art small already. I shall bestow upon thee this mini doll. Okay. With this, prove that thou art indeed small. What? A doll used to prove that you are a little man. Equip this to indicate your dwarf status. What? It's just another, like, hold up at things item. Okay. Sure. Let's go over to the left. Oh. Oh, it's this hole. That makes sense. Okay. I don't know what I'm doing with this knowledge, but okay. If I just walk into this wall, it'll warp me again, right? There's the ghost. I still don't know what's up with her. We've got to get warped into the bad end room in order to actually get out of here. I guess I could just warp out, but I don't know what I'd need to be able to prove myself small for. Is there anything that this ghost lady would be interested in that we have in our usable items set? She doesn't care about us being short, doesn't care about Pepper. Not interested in the snake staff. Alright, I kind of assumed some of those things would work. But you never know, it's always fun to go and experiment a little bit. And we know there's nothing much up here, because we've already come up this side, and there's nothing we can do there. Okay, well, I don't know why we need to be able to prove our smallness. I feel like that's one of the weirder things we've been asked to do so far. So we have an anchor, and the anchor might give us access to something, because now we'll be able to weight ourselves down in water if there's anywhere that we needed to be able to do that previously. I don't know where that would be, though. Like, the only other place that we've seen a lot of water in it is... Well, I guess that's not true. We have lava and other things we can swim in, and this just lets us drop quickly in any kind of fluids. So, there may be somewhere else that we need to be able to go down more quickly in. But I have no idea where to bring this guy. Where would dwarf status matter? Was there anyone we've spoken to previously who was like, ah, you're too tall to get the full experience? I can't think of one, is the problem. Because it doesn't actually change our size. It's not like it's going to let us access anything that we can't currently. On its own, anyway. Let's work back to town. Because I want to see if Zelpud there has anything new to say. Exactly, Fishy. So you're at least this short to use this ride. I'm gaming right now. Don't bug me. All right, he's got nothing to say. Kids, do you like the doll? No, you're not interested. What about this one? Be interested in me. All right, that's not gonna work. So, I don't think there's anything else we need to do while we're here in town. There's been nothing here that's been related to our size. While we're here, I'm tempted to go back to the waterfall and see if there is a... if that tent that we found is open again. Because I do not remember what it said in there, and we can't access it anymore, so I'm just a little bit, Oh, Starline made the same joke. Exactly. But yeah, I don't think it's likely that anything's gonna have changed there, so I'm just gonna go somewhere else instead. We've got Gate of Guidance. I can't think of any people there. The real problem is I bet you what we have to do is we have to find some room where we need to bring our... When I mean room, I mean like interaction with a person room. Where we have to bring the... Can I kill that in one shot? Yes, I can. We have to bring the doll before they'll give us or talk to us. But no, it is a use item, isn't it? Maybe that's not it either. Interesting. Is there anywhere in the game that has been implying that we needed to be smaller? There have been some weird markers in a couple of places. Let's go to the Endless Corridor real quick here. I think it'd be very funny if this is the answer. But there's a tiny keyhole there. What if we just show the keyhole how small we are and it lets us in? It does like a Alice in Wonderland keyhole. I don't think that'll be the right answer, but it would be very weird if it was. So let's give it a find out. No. Not genuinely asking just yet, no. I may ask if I can't figure anything out with a bit more experimenting time. But for now, I think I will pass on the actual suspicions. You've had a couple of things that were talking about children, though, and we can see one of these talks about the previous, like, ages of life here. There might be one of those that's giving us a clue also. This is the Giants. This is... I probably don't need this one anymore either. Because this was a puzzle that we solved ages ago. But it is very similar to it, but not the same, so maybe we still keep it. Don't know what's up with that yet. Maybe we bring the dwarf to the mural in there? I think that's unlikely to be it, because it's just a doll. It doesn't actually make us a dwarf. That's the small, wingless, gillless child. We've seen that before. We've heard bits about these dolls, we haven't seen them yet. I don't think we have. I don't think we have any further clues about these things. We might need to bring it to one of the temples, because there was something in the Temple of the Sun about, like, the woman and the child, the man and the child. Let's go take a look through here and see if we can find a relevant tablet in this area, because I think there was something in here. Jump into the sun. Yeah, we figured that out already. I do love how questionable in instruction that is, but yeah, we've seen something like that already. Nothing here. While we're here, we can check in with Mulbrook. Nope. Mulbrook's got nothing to say. No, weapon should not be used against the woman. We've seen that instruction already. That's what gets us murdered if we try and attack in the Temple of Moonlight. What else? Man, my aim is terrible. There we go. Yeah, don't look into the sun, but do jump into the sun. That was a terrible start to my jump. There we go. What does this one say? I do seem to recall it was a sign in here. Nope, we've done that one already. That's talking about the 3 faces in the Temple of Moonlight. That's not what we need. I believe this one at the top is also just saying there's no light ahead, so we can ignore that one. This might not even be where the message is. Fill this place with water. The mirror that conceals the hidden side will come within thy reach. Yeah, we figured that out already. I do not want to swing at the side of the pyramid so I don't get struck by retribution lightning. It's worth taking a hit or two just to avoid that terrible fate. Let's hop down here real fast. I don't think this is where we need to be. This is a really aggro ghost this time, which is weird. But let's equip our little mini doll. So we have it on hand in case we want to show it to anybody. Because I'm pretty sure it was something about being inside the Temple of Moonlight. So I'm gonna go in there and give it a try soon. Because like there's these little statues of people, and I seem to recall there was something about a child in one of these areas. So, in the Temple of Moonlight, do they like my little statue friend? Do you like him? Can I show this statue to child? No. Because it's not really a child, it's just a miniature person. So it's unlikely to do anything just based on that alone, I guess. Hold on, was this ladder always here? Was that ladder always there? Hold on a second, have I just been blind this whole time? Water will provide the power for the tower to soar the skies. Okay, but there was another there's another area on the other side, I think, we might have been able to go down into as well. Have I just been blind the whole time I've been here? No, okay, there is no down ladder on this side. I don't even know if we know there's anything over there. Yeah, there is. There's like a path back up to here, but I can't go down. This ladder doesn't exist from this height. But there is definitely something down there. Wow, now it's there! What just happened? What just happened? A sign just appeared in ancient script. I do not know what just happened. We just got an email. It's me! I called the developers of the Gryph Reader. In order to translate the older writing, you've got to have the reader scan both a new bit of writing and an old bit of writing that say the same thing. It'll compare the 2 versions of script and the software's dictionary will learn. But reading just once ain't enough. You need to have the reader scan at least 4 scriptures that say the same thing in both the New and the Old text. I stood around on that spot long enough for it to crack, but then I transitioned the screens and didn't see it cracking. Amazing, I just like walked away at the perfect time. That's very funny. Well, it's a thing we can't read anyway, but I am kind of stunned that that's how it worked out. Okay. I'm sure something would have told me to do that, but I did not understand how I solved that. So thanks for the clarifications. I just knew there had to be an item there, so I was trying to get in it. Or a doorway of some kind there. Now, I don't think there was anything else up here. I think we're now, like, well and truly beyond where the relevant piece of temple is for that little statue to do anything. So this probably is the wrong place. Now, hold on. There was something ages ago that we saw in the text that was basically saying, like, all of the... I think I'm thinking about children again, though. And the thing about this statue is it's not a child. It is specifically a small person to prove you are a little man. I don't know. I haven't used the scanner again in a little bit, no. I actually unplugged it because it wasn't doing anything. But this is something that I wanted to make sure we scan at some point. So let me plug the scanner back in and just see if this can do anything about that little statue in the top there. Nope. The sun, moon, star thing does not count as a scannable. Great. Okay, so we are back. Neptune's feet, you say? Yeah, because Neptune's above. We knew that already. Okay, so we have a couple of other places we can go. I don't think the Tower of Ruin necessarily has anything relevant in it to this. The Twin Labyrinths does have a bunch of statues. The Twin Labyrinths had the statues of the twins, but I don't think that was anything to do with the fact that we ourselves are small. I have a feeling that's unrelated to them. Yeah, I don't think there's anything else that immediately jumps out to me in there that would be relevant. If we take a look in the Graveyard of Giants, there's a bunch of stuff in there, but there's not a lot of people or things that actually matter for size, so I don't think that's it. And the Temple of Moonlight we've just run through. So it's probably not that either. It might be. I might have to come back here if I think of something else that would be better. But Temple of the Sun was one of the places I thought might be relevant to it. Spring in the Sky might be relevant for the anchor. I don't know exactly what we're trying to do with it, but I feel like that's it. We know there's a bunch of giants. Was there something about the giants? I remember... Hold on. Let's go back to the Mausoleum of the Giants. I don't remember. Was this... put that away. Where's the scanner? Hand scanner! Let me go back and check my giant notes in my screenshots here, because most of them are in my screenshot folder. I have a feeling that there might have been something relevant in our giant notes, although I might have deleted those all because we solved all the things that I thought were giant related. No, here we go. Zebu was the one who held up the land. Yeah, that doesn't have anything to do with this. I'm gonna put the key on Leto's body. They built a flying tower. Blanket of stars spread over Bato. That's how you put him to sleep. Moonlit Night made G pray. That's how you make him pray. Reboot dug a hole. I thought there was something about the giants. But maybe I'm wrong? It's hard to remember. There's a lot of different things in all these places at this point. But the giants... we've interacted with them in a number of different ways, and they're the people for whom being small would probably be the most relevant, I feel. Let's go check what that sign on the left-hand side says. See if that sheds any light on this. No. Talking about the fighting going on between them, but Zebu's too busy holding up the world. While we're here, we might as well just go check in with Zebu, see if he has anything to say. This is a shop, I think? Yeah, we've been in here recently. Because Zebu's right over this way. I don't think there are any giants up further than this. Do you want to see my tiny little statue? He did. We just got an achievement called Prove That You Are Small. What? I mean, I'm glad I started up here, but okay, smallness confirmed, I guess. I just like the idea of doing it on his knee, because then I look small. But like, what? Why? Why was that the answer? I don't know. I feel like I missed a clue for that one. I don't know. Alright. Nothing changed, but we got this from the Gate of Illusion, where everything sucks. Yeah, the secret sound definitely played. I guess we're going back to the Gate of Illusion to see if anything's different now. What do I want? Hand scanner, I guess. Let's make our way back around again and see what's different this time. Maybe it'll be nothing, maybe it'll be something. It would be nice if we could get a warp point into the Gate of Illusion, because it's a little annoying running back every time, but it's not that far of a run, so I shouldn't complain too much. Alright. Back through the maze in the same way as before. Oop. Well, I guess before I try and definitely go through the maze, I should go see if anything changed on the room to the left over here. Because there was like a staircase that didn't exist, and there was a door we couldn't get to, but it looks like all of this is still the same. I don't remember if this ladder was here at the time, but everything else here kind of looks the same so far. I do kind of love the manic Olmec heads that we get in here. Yeah, this didn't change. Okay, well let's go back the other side and see if anything's different over there. Now if we go this way and press into this wall, it should take us to the top? Yeah! Okay, so it is reliable. I just have to remember where to stand if I want to go to the places I want to be. This way. And then up. Now what? Is everything here the same as it was? I have to try something dumb. Can you go in this mouth? No. It kind of looked like a door. It stops right on the level of the platform. I was wondering. Alright, well, everything here looks the same, so maybe that's not what proving you're small does. I don't know what proving you're small does do, but it apparently was not that. You were stuck for a few days at this point? Oh, good. Oh, that's also a teleport. Hey, that's a new area. We haven't been here yet. Alright, what's this? Nothing. What's this? Yeah, I thought so, game. I wasn't gonna stand around and let you get me with that one. I have a feeling this is also a trap. No, that goes open normally. Got a laser wall here. Let's go see what's through here then. Got ourselves a snake and a sign. Extinguish the whole before the one may disappear. This will lead you further down the path of illusion. Extinguish the whole before the one may disappear. I have no idea what that means. Is that like kill every enemy before the ghost leaves? I can believe that. That's the only thing I know of that we've seen so far that disappears, and the ghost has to be used for something. So, that wouldn't surprise me if that was the solution here. I just don't know what to do with that yet. I don't know how to trigger the ghost to show up. To test it. Because, like, the ghost mostly shows up in this room, but I don't know how to actually do what we're trying to do in there. How do I get out of here again? Just let me out. Let me out. Does this do it? No. It's the bad end door, and I can't remember how to get in it. There we go. We wound up in here so many times when we were trying to go somewhere actually useful. The one time we're trying to go in the bad end door, I can't remember how to do it. So we know there's that room over there as well, but we can't get to it from here. There might be some way to drop down on that side too. We might have to go back and take another look at that, because I don't know if there's going to be anything up there, but that U-bend is only crossable from the top, so we may have to go take another look at that room as well. Okay, I fell in the hole. I actually didn't want to do that, because I think we need to be at the bottom if we're going to try and kill everything in the room before a ghost can leave. Because there's a snake down there, and I don't know how I can hit it otherwise. I gotta remember I'm carrying a shield. I should try and use it. So, I don't know if this is the actual solution. I'm a little suspicious that it is not, because the enemies stay dead if you kill them and stay in the area, so that would make it kind of stuck unless you leave the whole zone if you're trying to do something before the ghost can disappear. It's like, I don't know if that's necessarily it, but I do think it's probably a good place to experiment. If we come in from the bottom, we might need to like signal flare our way through some snakes or bats or something, but that could be relevant. The problem is, the ghost has already disappeared once on us, and we didn't get anything out of that. And it might be too late now to do it again. So I'm just gonna try leaving the area and coming back through the door in the bottom left here. See if leaving the area is the trigger that causes whatever is going on in here to start over. Does that reset everything? It does reset all the bad guys. That's a good sign. Now if we come in here, does the ghost show up again? No. Can I force the ghost to show up by going back and forth a couple of times? Is this a thing that actually does anything? So far it looks like no, but the ghost might only spawn if you enter from a certain point. I don't remember how we got to spawn last time. It wasn't from this side either way. That is one thing that I know. Let's just take a look here. If we come in from this side, is that what does it? This is how we saw it last time, because we were able to come up here and hang out with the ghost. But I think we warped into here last time when we made the ghost spawn. So that doesn't make sense either. Interesting. I don't even know if this is right. I'm just suspicious. I don't think we have anything else here that would be relevant to that. Let's go back to the right. Voila. Ugh, I keep falling in this hole! Alright. This is very annoying, so every time I fall in when I'm trying to go back to the right, I have to loop the whole area twice. It's fine. This game is designed to get you in pit traps like that, but I don't think it's quite what I'm trying to do right now. What I actually want to do is go up here. So I guess that might even be where I want to be, actually, on second thought. Which is kind of annoying, but let's go to the right first. So I wanted to double check something here as well. Which is there anything relevant against this wall? No. Okay, well, I don't remember if I had checked that or not, and I wanted to make sure we scratched it off our list, so that's fine. Now we know we don't have to think about it. Time to go back up to the top then, see if we can drop down on the right-hand side of that little barricade underneath that pot, because it also would not surprise me if there is a thing I have to fall through there again, like the pot I had to fall through here. Would not surprise me. That'll warp us up to the top. We fall through the floor, we warp. Now we're on this side. Is there a way to fall through this floor again as well? So far, it doesn't look like it. Well, before we leave and give up on that approach, there's two more things we need to test in this room that we haven't tried yet. The first one is what happens if you go backwards here. It does just teleport you back to this room, like the regular version of it does. So I guess that one's not a directional teleport, and that's why it animates towards the screen like it does. It's telling you that it's not going to be different from both sides. Okay, that's fine. Let's warp our way back. Here? Is this where I want to be? Yes, it is. I think. I'm already lost again. I know where I'm going, but I don't remember why I was coming here. Oh, I remember now. Yeah, we're good, we're good. We're back on track. Okay, so just for curiosity's sake, can we go through these walls if we try? No. That's fine. I actually want to come over... No, Anchor Guy's not gonna have anything else to say to us yet. We haven't figured out how to do anything with the anchor yet. But that's also okay. Now that we've got our equipment again sorted, we're gonna go back through this little shortcut wall. Down here. Ugh, come on. Come on! I want to go read that message again, is the short version of it. We know that that takes us up to the top. I'm going to save it this time, just so I have it on hand. Extinguish the whole before the one may disappear. I'm going to save this. I just don't know where we need to take it, is the problem. There are a bunch of things where we've seen lights running around, for example, the ghosts that fly around. Maybe there's something to do with destroying the ghosts before something can change. For now, I think we're going to abandon the entrance to the Gate of Illusion here. I just want to go take a quick look at the spring in the sky now that we have a cool anchor that might be relevant to us being here. I don't think it does. I don't think there's anything left in here that we would need an anchor for, but I do want to just go take another quick look. Because so far, basically nothing that we've had in here has been limited by our ability to go down. There have been waterfalls and the like, but they're all pointing in the way that you would expect them to, not in reverse. So I don't know if that's actually relevant to our adventuring needs. Yeah. Because down the bottom over here is basically just going to take us towards the transition area, and this has nothing to do with an anchor. If we go up towards the top again, there were some taller waterfalls, but none of those were actually, like, water that we interacted with. It was just things we needed the helmet to get past. These little tubes are interesting, but we can't get into them, so it doesn't matter. And we'll grab a ferry while we're here, why not? Yeah, because above this point, there's basically no standing water anymore, right? The boat room has some water in it, but it's water that was already used for the challenging the boss, so I think it's unlikely that we're going to need it again. Oop, well, that's an annoying time to fall. This elevator column is kind of a pain in the butt, isn't it? I think we're just going to leave here, though, because what I was looking for was already proven to be irrelevant. The problem is, I can't think of anywhere else in the game where we've seen any water that was pushing us upwards like that one did. I just don't think we've seen that anywhere yet. The Graveyard of Giants has some interesting little bits and pieces in it. I don't think it's where we need to be right now, but I just wanted to come get a look at one of these side rooms again. Specifically this one. Do we know anything about this yet? No. No, we don't. We don't know how to get in there at all yet. Okay. Alright then. That was our ferry disappearing, not anything else happening. I am definitely a little unclear about what exactly we are trying to do. There are lots of things I'm still not sure of. What did knocking that giant's eye out do? I still don't really understand what that was all about. Hold on, this actually might be a great way to test if our axe is doing more damage. These little guys take 2 axe hits to kill right now. You're pretty sure you know what that did? I think I just wasn't paying attention. If I should know what that did already. It does make the axe more damaging. Now it takes 3 hits. Nice. Okay, we figured out what these programs do. 1, 2. Yeah. Definitely makes non-whip weapons more dangerous. We love that for us. Mostly a VOD watcher, but just wanted to drop in and say this has been a really fun playthrough. I'm glad you're enjoying it. It is a very curious game that I am compelled to keep playing, but I'm always a little worried with games like this that people are going to be a little put off by how incomprehensible some of it seems at the time. Absolutely tearing through the game so far, which is no small feat. Well, I just got murdered because I wasn't looking where I was going, so that's not a great start. Dang it! It's fine. We didn't do anything significant since we last arrived here. Okay. I am a little bit lost as for what to do now, though, which is going to be a bit of a challenge for us, I think. I feel like we're missing some tools to be able to manipulate the world more. I was originally thinking there were bombs, so that we'd be able to blow up that thin wall in the water place, the spring in the sky. But further experimentation revealed that, in fact, that just opens on its own later when you do other things. We've seen something that looks like grenades on sale, but we haven't been able to buy them from anywhere, so... Still don't know what that's about. I think we bought a bracelet here. Yeah, this guy. This guy sells bombs. I mean, maybe it's something else, but they look like old-style grenades. But we haven't found anywhere that lets us actually access them yet, so that's going to make them pretty hard to use to solve any problems. And other than that, what are the things that we know are lying around that we've seen or that we think we need? There's fewer of them now than I remember, because like previously, we knew we needed a double jump, we just didn't know where to get it. Now I'm not so sure what else is lying around that we know to get. I'm pretty sure there's still 2 more, I mean, you can see the list of seals. There's 2 more seals that we need, but I have no idea where we're gonna get those. There's... What else do we know about? Have I needed to use a guide or hints yet? I broadly no. People might have given me a hint or 2 on things to help save us some time where I knew what I was looking for, but I don't think so? I don't remember, though, if there was actually a good example of it. Where someone did give us a hint. Okay. So we activated these eyes already. We can go try and fight Baphomet if we want. That might be worth a try. I don't know if we're actually strong enough to fight Baphomet is the part that makes me a little nervous about it. Great. Dumped right back into the same place it just was. We're getting a little bit low on weights again. We'll have to go buy some more of those soon. But yeah, there might be... I think if we're gonna go try and fight Baphomet, actually, it's gonna be faster if I just warp to the Inferno Cavern and go up from here. It will not be faster if I accidentally fall in the lava. But anything short of falling in the lava should make this notably faster than going the other way. Because we don't have to worry about false floors and things messing with us. It's really weird that Leto is the giant. I'm still kind of stuck on this. Why is Leto the giant we have to prove that we're small to? We know that he holds up the world, and he didn't go and get involved in the fighting, because we have messages about that from him. But it's unclear to me why he would care about whether or not we are small. Maybe it's just that, like, because he didn't get involved in the fighting, he's the least, like, aggressive or warlike of the giants. I don't know, though. I feel like I'm, stretching it a little bit to try and guess at what that was about. Alright, so we're gonna come straight down here and grab ourselves a fairy before we go in, because that might give us something nice. If we get a green fairy, we're gonna go make Zebu? Ah, you're right, Lido is a different one. That was Zebu. There's so many giant names, I can't remember what they all are. I did miss a hint? Yeah. I assumed I must have. It would be too random for it to not have any kind of clue for that. I just didn't catch whatever I was supposed to. The reason I assumed it would be relevant to the giants was after I realized I wasn't looking for something that proved I was a child. The giants are the only other people for whom size has been relevant in the game, so I assumed they would be the ones who would care that I'm small. Oh, I can't come here! I can't do this! I forgot we don't have an Ankh gem. Right. Well, that's annoying. We never used this Earth Spear for anything either. Is there anywhere that the Earth Spear would be relevant? I mean, there probably is. I feel like the short version is it lets you attack down. It's the opposite of the flare gun. So it has to be used for something. But where can we use this? Because this is the big thing we got out of the Tower of Ruin, right? And there's got to be something we can do with that. I can't think of anything, though. Unless the answer is, like, there's a clue that tells you to attack the ground somewhere that we just haven't seen. That entirely could be the case. Is there anywhere else this would be relevant? I can't really think of a good example right now. We might have to come back to this later and go back on some of our other items. But I feel like this is one of the things that we picked up and we haven't used it to do anything. And that's usually a good sign that we've missed something. Right? Like, there's a lot of stuff that's probably used for something. Yeah, I don't know. I'm a little sad I came here and I actually couldn't do anything anyway. That is not my finest hour. So okay, where do we want to go instead then? If I'm looking for places that I could maybe use the spear, is there anything that I'm overlooking that would help with that? I'm trying to think if there's anything interesting we can, like, smash below us. Things like, well, actually, maybe. Things like those places we wanted to drop down could be relevant. I don't think they destroy the ground, though. They usually go straight through the floor. Yeah, the scanner is the other thing that's really driving me crazy, Eisen. Because, no, Baff isn't already beaten. We just can't fight it because I don't have another gem. We know there's bombs. Are there any other items that we know there are that we can go try and figure out where to get them from, maybe? I don't know how likely I think that is. Okay, let's... Where do I want to be for this? I feel like we never actually got an Ankh gem from the Twin Labyrinths. So if we want to try and find something in here, it might be worth looking around again and seeing if we can find where the Ankh gem might be in here. We know a couple of rooms we haven't been able to solve a puzzle in. I think we've activated both of these statues, but that didn't seem to do anything yet. So I do want to take just a little look around here and see if we can find something else we can do in the Twin Labyrinths. Let's go up to the top here first. And see what we can find from there. Because that door is closed, it's not actually a room on the bottom left. This has the witches in it, and I fell all the way down again right away. Because I'm great at video games. Because so far we know that every area has a boss in either the light or dark side, the main or sub side, however you want to describe them, except for the Infinite Corridor. We've found a bunch of strange things here, but we haven't actually found any way to get an Ankh Gem. This room has something in it, but we don't know how to get above it to get in there. This room over here just has a Black Mage Witch in it, right? Yeah. When we defeated all the other witches the first time around, she started spewing out tentacle arms like crazy, which was super cool. Oh, she's doing it! Yeah! She's doing it! That's a cool spell. I mean, it's not super effective, but it's cool. Previously, we figured out that not killing them was what allowed the Ankh to appear in the other room. But coming back here again didn't do anything else for us. We found this little chamber up here. I feel like I've broken this block like 1,000 times, and every time I come back, it's not broken again. I don't know if it's actually resetting, or if I just keep dying between the last time I remember to open it and when I come back. But the thing that really has me curious right now is the glowing eyes in the statues. Because that's a thing where we had to fire 2 flares at them to show them the light, but it didn't do anything? So what is the point of it if it doesn't do anything? So there's obviously got to be something that's changed now. We just need to find out what and where. So let's take a little look-see around here after looping a couple of times, because I'm bad at remembering where the holes are. Once we get that all figured out, we may even be able to move into a different screen. If we're lucky. Let's hop over this way. We jump over the hole. We do not stand under the pillar. We look for anything that's different. So far, I don't see anything that's different. Yeah, it's the 5 witches plus 1 more thing. This takes us into this little closed room. There is a little, like, tentacle symbol on the wall here. I'm a little curious about that. It doesn't seem to do anything, but it's weird. I guess it's on the left-hand side, too. It just happens to be in the middle of the gate, which makes it more suspicious. Yeah, this one. So we already did activate both of these lit eyes, but as far as I can tell, nothing has changed since we did. I've tried scanning these guys already. Unfortunately, I already know they don't do anything. There's a bunch of stuff in here that feels like it should be relevant to the scanner, but we have definitely scanned this room because I wanted to see what the numbers said. And it was like, there's nothing to scan in this room. Yeah. No idea what the scanner's for. And on this side, I don't think we found anything interesting yet. We found some stuff, just nothing we can actually do anything with. Because I feel like there's gotta be an Ankh Gem in here. We've accessed so much of the area. It could be in the, like, awful maze-like sections, because that's where there's a fake-out Ankh Gem in there. But, I don't know, something Have I never attacked that block before? Hold on. Have I really never attacked this block before? It's got bats in it or something, right? No, it has a box full of money. Alright, nice. Okay. I feel like some of these things I have definitely done before, but they're in like parallel universes from before we died. Because this room has more witches in it. This is where we fought the time travel wizard. Oh, the tentacle markings. Yeah, I have no faith in the scanner. And this is the boss fight room, which you've already accessed. Yeah, we fought it and died. I am pretty sure that's what happened in a bunch of these things. This area has been very good at crushing me to death, so I've had lots of opportunities, while I'm also dying to this bird. I've had lots of opportunities to forget the things that I had previously accessed. What does this message say again? I gotta go read it again. Extinguish the hole before the one may disappear. There's lots to go look around at, but I can't really think of anything that means other than kill all the bad guys before the ghost vanishes, because it is one of the things that explicitly disappears on us compared to everything else in this game. Can I get up there? Okay, apparently not. That was rude, eyeball. I just want to get up there. I didn't realize jumping too high was a problem. Did I accidentally hit the axe button? Maybe I accidentally hit the axe button. I want to try it again, but if it kills me, I'm going to be very annoyed because I'm going to go open all those things I opened again. We'll do one more try. Yeah, it doesn't want me going up there. Okay. Fine, I will not. That's rude, though. I think that's the first time we've had an eye that slaps you for trying to go into an area instead of interacting with something. That's very weird. We haven't seen that anywhere yet that I can think of. Every other eye has been a penalty for either attacking walls you're not supposed to, or for, well, attacking when you're not supposed to. It's always been attacking based that I can think of. So that's strange. I wonder what it wants then. I guess we have to solve that puzzle, but the puzzle doesn't seem like it's possible. I feel like we need something to be able to make that puzzle possible, because otherwise we're just gonna be... I'm just gonna sit here in the water while I think about this. Otherwise we're just gonna be stuck without the ability to get the third block down. Other than that, is there anything else interesting that we could go and do? Because apparently, if there is an Ankh available in there, it's not in a place that I can actually go and do it. What else do we have? No, Squiggly, I suspect it's because if you solve the puzzle, it puts a ladder there. But I'm okay with not knowing if that's not actually what it does. I just, will figure it out later, I suspect. So, all good. Now, we never figured out what to do with the dragon skull, but I don't think we know what to do with that yet, either way. In order to proceed, I think we're gonna probably need to figure out this Gate of Illusion thing. I don't know if there's really a lot else we can do right now. The only other place that I can think of that has like an obvious next step, well, there's two other places that have obvious things that we might be able to do more with. One of them is the Tower of Ruin, because there's at least a puzzle or two in there we know we haven't figured out that we have access to. And the other one is... is it over here? Oh no, what am I thinking of? Well, I've lost what I was thinking of out of my brain, so I will have to just hopefully remember what that is. For now, I guess I go to the Temple of Ruin, because that's the one that I can remember that I thought was a place that we had a thing we definitely knew about. Because, like, there's weird fairy dances going on in here. There's a lot of stuff happening in this place that we haven't figured out how to get to yet. So that could be it. There could be something in here we need. Of the things we can access in here, I don't know why the Temple of Ruin would help us do more of it. We can't go up in here because, as previously noted, you can't jump up through screen transitions. We found on the left-hand side over here, there's that room that we need to probably access from the other side. Because from this side, it just doesn't do anything for us. This one. I don't know how to get into this room, because if we attack any of these three pillars, the eye smites us. So that can't be the solution. It feels like we should be able to get in up here somehow, but I don't seem to have any way to do that, because if we were in that layer, we'd be able to walk along there to where the boxes are, and maybe that top one is passable. But from here, that doesn't seem to be the case. And I don't remember if we've opened this chest or not before, but it's definitely not open right now, so that's something. Is there anything else in here that would be relevant to us? Because we know there's that room with the fairies, but I can't get up there either. If we just swing down the bottom here, there should be the access to... Oh no, I have to jump down the hole for that now, right. I have to dodge the crusher and get down there. This is where the dragon was, but once the dragon's defeated, it stays dead. This room has something, obviously, in it. Probably a philosopher room. But we can't seem to access it. Here's something that I wanted to test with our spear, actually. Can I hit this with the spear? No. The spear just goes straight through these devices. I thought that would have been cool. There's like a... There's a ghost in here. I forgot about the ghost. I forgot all about the ghost. Can I see it again? I know it's... There it is. It just flew over our head. It's super faint. I don't really understand what it is or how it works or... Ow. What it's doing in here. But there is definitely a ghost in here. If we push against this, does anything happen? No? We're just getting murdered by the ghost as he zips back and forth down there. What a weird room. Alright. It's weird how there is a ghost, but the crucifix doesn't protect us. I guess it's not technically a ghost. Can I block it with a shield? He just went over my head from right to left. It keeps doing that. And it hits me in the back. Great. Alright, well, I don't think the ghost is going to cooperate. There's definitely something going on there, but I don't know what to do with it. We can go down from here, and that brings us to the Inferno boss gate. But again, we don't have any boss keys, so I can't fight the boss, even if we know where it is. I do feel like maybe there is something going on. I hate the lava. Let me out! Let me out! Okay, there we go. Because we did activate the Inferno Cavern boss, and we haven't found a Ankh in here yet either, I don't think. So this might be where we have to go next. get a boss key from here and try fighting the boss of this area. I don't know if our anchor is going to make any difference in here. Again, I get the feeling that that's not relevant to swimming in lava. But we have it at least, so if we need to give it a try for something, we can see what it can do. Now, I believe there's a program up here that we haven't bought yet, so we should buy that while we have some money on hand. I believe this is the shop that still has a new, fresh program for us. It is! Alright, we can buy Space Capster 2. Smokin'. I'll take it. There we go. Can't you buy more? No. No, thank you. Actually, I should buy some weights. While we're here, I didn't realize I only had 5 left. There you go. That'll do. So now we have another program. It's probably just a computer game. Yeah. Space Capture 2, Negoro's 4th flash game. Twist, turn, and spin as you navigate your ship through a planet. I don't think we have anything that's going to react to this one. Not yet, anyway. So for now, I'll leave it on the combo that actually does something. I wonder if the problem with the scanner program is just... yeah, it's true. Capstar, Space Capstar here, does sound indeed a lot like not Lunar Lander. I wonder if the reason why our scanner sucks so bad is because we need to combine it with something that we haven't got yet. Like the text tracks thing has an expansion pack program that makes it more useful. Maybe that's the same thing for the scanner. The scanner has a part 2 that makes it actually do something. I have a feeling that's not the case, and it's more just a matter of we haven't found the exact thing that this is waiting for us to combine it with, but I can dream, right? The main problem I have with this area is just if we are looking for an Ankh gem in here, I have no idea where to look. I guess the only place we haven't gone back to in a while is the arena area where we fought Pazuzu before. So it's possible that that's where we have to go, because this has nothing in it. And nothing over at the right seemed to be more interesting. We already had to go hit a switch at the bottom of that tower, so we know that that's unlikely to be relevant again. That was how we spawned the Ankh in this area. This song is just a Mega Man X stage. It definitely has some Mega Man vibes, doesn't it? Let's just hop down here for a second. No, we're good. A slow plodding cave level with conveyor belts like Flame Mammoth. Yeah, I'm not very familiar with most of the actual Mega Man stages, but it definitely does have some waiting for enemies kind of vibes. This is a thing that we've been waiting for a long time. So when I was still thinking about the statue as a child statue, I was thinking this might be relevant to it. The souls of the children long departed shall be awakened. I still don't know what that means. Eventually, I'm sure we'll figure out, but I still don't know what that means. And there's nothing over here still, so this can't be it either. If we just ride this into lava, what happens? I'm gonna crush that guy, just to be mean. Aw! They won't even let me be mean. They stop at a fixed depth. Rude! Ruining my fun? Yeah. We remember that guy being too toasty for his own good. Alright, well... that's disappointing. I just wanted to crush a little skeleton. Wouldn't even let me do that. Okay. So this just goes up to the twins, so we think it's very unlikely there's going to be anything more in that room. If there's going to be anything, I feel like it's really got to be over in the Pazuzu arena again. So let's go take a look over there, I guess. If I can manage to actually get in that room, it will be a grand old day, but of course, I just stepped off the ledge because I forgot that you cannot double jump after you step off a little ledge. You can only double jump if you jump first. The V in VOV stands for violence against skeletons. Listen. Listen. I've got a bone to pick with them. Alright, let's head down here and see if I can get into the Pazuzu area, because there is a weird room there that we never really figured out what to do with. So it wouldn't surprise me if there is something here. No! That would be relevant, because that first antechamber there, on the way to Pazuzu's arena, feels like it could have a puzzle in it, and we just kind of didn't find one the first time we came through there. So let's try and get back in that room. And see what there is. Now we go. Now we jump. Yeah, there we go. Because this room feels like it could have something in it. I don't know what, but it feels like it could contain a thing. We're not... Oh, wow, nice money. We're not really interested in the four philosophers right now, game, but thank you. Can I smoosh him? Oh! There's a door here! This place was created by the giants as a place for launching the tower with hot water. But the tower failed to fly, and this land was abandoned as a result. Thus, this land does not suffer divine retribution. Interesting. I don't know what to do with that, but thank you. Apparently I have to move more of these blocks because they've got stuff behind them I just never noticed before. Because I never pushed most of them, I guess. It doesn't look like there's anything else. I just never found that room prior now. Wild. Alright, what's in here? This is the Pazuzu Arena. There is a door to the left that we knew about before. That's where the treasure room is. But there might be something else in here. We know they have hidden things inside previously emptied rooms in the past. But no, this looks like it's irrelevant now. It just looks like it's classic set of bad guys in the space. Okay, well, if there is an Ankh gem here, I don't know what we're missing to try and find it. I feel like, we've kind of done the tour of it now and not seen anything that would be relevant to our search, so... I suppose that's not the way forward here. Okay, well, rather than just wandering around again, let's see if we can think of something else that would be relevant to our path forwards before we go and jump into it. First of all, we're gonna go back to the surface and save, because we got a new item, so let's try and make sure we don't accidentally forget to save it and wind up dying and lose it again. Zelpud's got nothing meaningful to say, so that's business as usual. We just got the max spirit bar thing heal, so we don't need to come over here and heal at all. What I am wondering... Chamber of Extinction was the other place, by the way. That was the second location that my brain was failing to remember, because I was just thinking about other things that the game might be able to read with the scanner. Let's go back to the Chamber of Extinction for a bit. I think I'm... Oh no, we're good on flares. I guess we got a bunch of these from something. The Chamber of Extinction might be related to our problems with the Tower of Illusion. And the reason I say that is because the message here, extinguish the whole before the one may disappear, kind of makes me think of the light time stuff that happens in the... Great expressing myself there, me. That we see in this area. So, it's entirely possible that there's something we have to do in here before the lights go out. I don't know what yet, but I would be willing to believe there's some kind of light-related challenge in this space that we need to figure out how to do. This is our standard healing fairy again. I don't know what it would be, though, because it talks specifically about, like... Yeah, I don't know. Needing to, extinguish the hole before the one may disappear. We haven't really found a relevant hole that we need to extinguish. This still feels like something. And it drives me mad that we can't figure out what it is. I know there's no reliefs, but I want you to change your mind and give them to me anyway. Ugh. But yeah, the light goes out when we get to about this point, and then I don't think there's any way for us to turn the light back on from here. So there could be something here that's just a matter of, like, sprint your way through the area as fast as you can, get to the interesting thing before the light goes out. That could be it. Like, I could buy that would be a thing that the game wants you to do. Man, I am falling on every attack here. If that's it, I don't know where I'm trying to go before the light goes out. But that would be feasible to me as the thing that they're trying to get me to do. As I immediately get beat up like 7 times by the same invisible fellas. Flying fellas is the word I was trying to use there. Because it could be a matter of, like, get to this room before the light goes out and do something with it. But I don't know what I'm trying to get to or what I'm trying to do in there. So, I'm curious, but I don't know if that's relevant at all. Yes, jolly flying men, you're right. They're quite jolly, and they're absolutely beating me up. Can I read these? No. Okay. So... if there is something we can do in there, I still don't know what it is. We've been into the Tower of the Mother, or the Temple of the Mother, but we can't do anything in there yet either. Where do we have to take the anchor? Is that something we can do now? Because that's something new we have, and we've only used it in one place so far this game. It would seem reasonable to me that there is somewhere else we can use it. I just don't know what. So, the problem that I'm having with trying to figure out what we can do with the anchor is just that, in general, nothing else we've seen has had moving water. And from what we've seen so far, the anchor doesn't actually change the way you move in water. What it does is just allow you to go down through pressurized water. So... I don't know where we would need that. So... I feel like there's probably somewhere we can use it to do something interesting still, but I don't know why we would need to. So, I don't know. I guess the anchor doesn't have anything else for us. We must find something later that's gonna do. So, where else can we go right now that'll give us something interesting to do? unclear to me. I think the problem... This is my new theory. The problem is, we need to get an Ankh gem from somewhere. And without an Ankh gem, we won't be able to go beat another boss to gain access to an area that we should have access to right now. And because we don't have access to it, we're missing some key piece of the puzzle. Like maybe it gives us a backside door that takes us into the alternate side of one of the areas that we've been wandering around in. Or like it brings us into the other half of the Graveyard of the Giants or something. Like how when we defeated the boss of the Temple of the Sun, it opened a hole in the floor that dropped us into a different area of the Twin Labyrinths. I have a feeling that's the problem, is that we need to go figure out how to beat a boss so that we can progress the world state in some way and access an area that we're currently locked out of. Beyond that, I don't really know where else we can go. The problem is, there's not a good way to remember where you've gotten your Ankh gems from. I'm pretty sure we got one in the Spring in the Sky, we got one in the Temple of the Sun, one in the Mausoleum of Giants, and one in the Gate of Guidance. I think that's where the 4 of them came from. Which in theory means Chamber of Extinction has one, and Endless Corridor, not Endless Corridor, and Inferno Cavern has one. But I don't know how to get them? Twin Labyrinths also seems to have one. Maybe. It's hard to tell, because it's hard to know where you are in the Twin Labyrinths. And I guess Tower of Ruin might have one too, but I don't know what to do with it either. It's just weird places all around, you know? Let me just rearrange my screen here so I can see all the things, but okay. I think Endless Corridor is a write-off for now. We need to find a key in order to progress there. Till we do, we can't do anything there. Surface, I think we've kind of found all the stuff there is to find. There's probably some little secrets or things we can blow up later or whatever, but as of right now, we don't have any access to anything else there. Let's just do the loop, I guess, and just make sure we haven't overlooked anything that might be relevant. Because, as far as we know... Ow. As far as we know, the, a little dance on top of the pot here. As far as we know, there's nothing else in here that we're waiting on. All of the rooms that we know about have already been solved. It's just a matter of, like, if there's something secret in here that we don't know about. Except for the area in the left-hand side of the main floor where we just can't interact with it enough to make anything change. Right? We've done everything in here. That's the Spring in the Sky door. We can come back over this way. I still feel like that area on the left with the big ladder in it is something we have to activate from the other side. If there is a way to activate it from here, I will be very embarrassed. Because we have spent a long time avoiding this place. Now we can come along the top here, but we actually can't get out from here. So this is neat, but doesn't do anything for us. We have to drop down. We know there's nothing otherwise over this way, except for the mysterious zone. Did you miss when that ceiling became a skeleton chamber? I don't know what you're talking about. Sorry, Eisen. I probably moved on too many screens from where you asked that question in real time. Because there's also this door, like this chest, that we know is a trap. It's obviously a trap. But if we come here, we still can't do anything about it. We can push this switch, but it's not going to help us. There's an obvious button up there, directly above us in this line. But we can't get up to do anything else with it. Because I feel like there's got to be something else we can do here to make this change, but it wouldn't surprise me if this is actually like a come back way later kind of thing. Just for fun, let's turn the scanner back on and go scan some bits. Anything in here? No. That's fine. What about this room? Anything in here? He says, knowing there won't be. No. I have no idea what to do with this scanner. I guess that's something we can think about. Is there anything we've seen in the entire world that might be relevant to the scanner? Because if that's a way to get us information or a clue or a program, then that... Oh, I know what you mean. Yes, sorry, the ceiling became a skeleton chamber, yeah. We touched the rune there, and that let us fire torches up through the floor to light them in that upper hallway. And, yeah, Ginger says that's where I got the crucifix. I don't remember what was in that box, but it was definitely a prize of some kind waiting there for us. Okay, so... I don't know what we're looking for the scanner, but I think there's probably something. If I had to guess, it's more likely that there's going to be a relief with ancient characters in the areas in the backside, because those areas are... Well, see, I thought this might be something too, but that didn't scan. That area is where we found the only translation segment that we've seen so far. So... if there is a scannable thing there, I feel like there's a fair chance that's where it is. What is the program even called? I forget. It is quite rude, so this is a reasonable name. Because other than the obvious, like, programming wall where we need to find a way to bring a computer to it or bring a programmer to it, what else do we know is interesting that we could potentially read that isn't just these panels? I don't know for sure. There's been a lot of stuff we've seen, but I don't know exactly what. I wonder... No, I don't think so. Because I was trying to think, like, have we tried scanning a room with an eye in it? I think we have. Have we tried scanning a room with one of the doors in it? I think we have. Have we tried scanning... I don't know what else there could be that we could potentially scan. We know there was that wedge thing in the Tower of the Mother, Shrine of the Mother. That could be something, but I don't know what we would do with it, so that doesn't seem right to me. Okay. If we like, roll through these areas again, that might help us think through things. Your top 10 most obvious scan items have all been checked with increasing disappointment. It's interesting that the language says mural and relief. I'm not sure that's a useful clue or not. Yeah. I don't know what we're trying to do with it. I feel like there's been a lot of things that feel like they should be something obvious, but when we actually scan them, it's like, nope, there's nothing here. Nope, there's nothing here. So that can't be it on its own. The Endless Corridor has a bunch of interesting painted things, but it doesn't actually seem to have anything you can actually do anything with. I guess part of the problem with this is just that we don't know what they're supposed to look like. So until we learn what they're supposed to be, it's going to be pretty difficult for us to actually do anything with it, right? Like, I don't know. I think we're going to have to abandon the scanner for now. Everything I can think to scan with it is just not anything, so that implies to me that we're just on a bit of a wild goose chase there. I guess other than that, I'm kind of running out of options here. It's either we find an Ankh somewhere so that we can fight a boss and change the world state. We, like, brute force a puzzle, because, like, the Tower of Ruin puzzle, I feel like has to have an actual solution that you can figure out and that makes sense. But the other thing about it is only 6 panels. You can brute force that. It's not impossible. I just got crushed by a bat. The bat juggled me in the air so that I stayed in the crusher. Amazing. But like, yeah, it's not so many variations that it would be impossible to do by brute force. It would just suck. So we're not gonna do that. But like, there is an obvious thing here. I just don't know what to do with it yet. Was that making a crunch sound? No, it did not. Because yeah, these panels are an obvious puzzle. We just don't know what it needs. Like most things in this game, unsurprisingly. We just don't know what it needs. So until we can figure out what we're supposed to do with it, I feel like just trying to smash our heads against it isn't really a good idea. It's doable, it's just not interesting. So I'm just gonna open the floor so I can leave. Is there anything else relevant in the Tower of Ruin? I think the short answer is just no. But the nice thing about coming here is it gives us an easy out back into the Tomb of the Giants, which does have some interesting stuff in it that I don't know if we've entirely solved. So if we run around here a little bit, we can head back over towards the top left of the area. There's a number of zones in here that we don't seem to have the ability to reach. Like, we can go down from that room and get into that lower area, but we can't get to the right of here to get into the space that is here. Presumably we have to access it from somewhere over on this side, but there's no clear pathway to get over there. Oh, I actually can't get back up from here at all, can I? I thought I could. Alright, well, fine. We'll go back to the mausoleum and go in the slow way. Slow way. It's right here. It's not that slow. Normal way, I guess, is more accurate. That'll let us get over the top half of the level. We've already tried going over to the top left in here, and we've also tried the false wall in here to prove that that basically doesn't do anything for us. So well, that's the first time I've actually seen him do that attack. There you go. He's got moves. That's where we found the real silver shield. What else is in here? This little room has the shop that sells you the fake shield, right? Yes. He won't sell you another fake shield while you're holding it, but he will overcharge you for everything else too, so that's how you know it's not a real one. I don't think there's anything else in here, but I do want to take a quick peek at the walls and just give the place a good scan. No, doesn't feel like there's anything here. Alright. And this is our doorway back up into the Gate of Illusion. But there's still nothing else we can do in here. My original theory about the ghost still feels to me like it could be the right answer. Of all the things we've heard relating to that particular clue, I haven't seen anything that made me more, like, confident that it could be relevant than that one ghost being related to what we're supposed to do. The problem is, I don't see how you can trigger it the way you want it to. The ghost seems to spawn so randomly that trying to plan around killing it in a specific way just seems impossible. Right? Like, we can go back and forth all we want, but it's not going to change anything if the ghost doesn't actually show up. Put the shield back on if we're going to be going back through these hallways a couple of times. Not the gun, the shield, thank you. Because other than the ghost, I can't think of many things in this game that appear and disappear in the same way, that have other things that we could try to extinguish before we get there. But now that we've killed everything, there's basically nothing else left to do but to loop back around and do it again. So, I don't know. This Gate of Illusion is a mean place for sure. It has told us to not trust what our eyes see and not listen to its instructions several times. So it could just be a red herring. Like, it could just be misleading us on purpose, giving us something that's not helpful. But I don't know if I think that's true. Let's drop back in here again. The real problem is just, like, what is it that spawns the ghost? Is it a matter of, like, going to the entrance of the area and then coming here? I could see it being something like that, where it's a specific chain of processes that take you to that specific room. And if you do it in another way, then it doesn't have the same outcome. I just don't know where else it would be. Man, these do all take you to random places, don't they? I cannot get out of this loop. Let me out! I don't want to warp out because it's a slightly annoying walk from the other side. Here we go. So, there is no way to jump up through this. We know that already. There's no way to smash our way through there. We've tried that already as well. There's nothing relevant down here. Yeah, I don't know. Because my theory is, if the ghost only spawns when you come from the entrance area, like you have to visit the tree first or something, if I come all the way over here and take a look at it, will that change anything? Because we've seen a couple of times that the ghost will spawn basically once if we do a certain series of events. So if we visit the tree, for example, and then come all the way back to the left, does that spawn the ghost? I did not mean to fall in here. It's going to be impossible to hit the guys at the bottom without the spear. No ghost. Okay, so that's not it. There must be something that causes the ghost... didn't jump, though. That causes the ghost to spawn in consistently, though, because if it is used for something, it wouldn't just be entirely random as to whether or not you can do it. I just don't know what it would be. I do love being able to kill that wizard in one hit, though. He is a jerk, and I am happy he's now not alive. We already got the item that was up there, so it was just money. Getting blown up over here. Was there anything in the Temple of Moonlight that we overlooked that we could go back for? I don't know. I am falling down this hole whether I want to or not. I was trying to keep my balance there so I could try and jump up into a higher area, but it was not meant to be. We've also had an instruction telling us to destroy the hand, and I have not seen any way to destroy a hand in a way that matters. So I don't know what that means either. Get a good echo in here. What happens if we throw a spear down in here? Well, there was something down there. Do the flares find anything if we throw them up in here? We know that there's something up here. There's like a... yeah. There's a panel there. And there's a turtle here. I can hit him, but I can't hit him easily because he's above our line of sight. We broke something below us, but I can't get over there either, so I guess we'll just leave this little Metroid tunnel. Don't know what that's about either, but apparently the short version is it's not for now. Alright, well, the Temple of Moonlight is one of the other areas that has interesting bits and pieces in it still. There could be more to find in here if we find the right place to look. I feel like we have kind of got our treasure due out of this area already, though. We'll grab our fairy, though. Saves us having to go back and heal, which is nice. We do have to wait for the elevator, though. So, we know there's a couple of areas that I can't access in here. It's possible that we actually do have access to some of them, I just don't know what I need to do there yet. So, just for, like, completeness' sake, let's take a look back through here. We know that the Temple of the Moonlight has the Anubis room down below here, but I'm pretty sure there's nothing in here anymore. There's just a couple of Anubi. Anubis? Anubises? I don't know what the right plural for an Anubis is, but I'm pretty sure there's nothing down here. We've kind of explored this little arena already. The one thing that I'm unclear about is if there's maybe something hidden back above here. Now, we still have an angry eyeball in here, so if he takes offense at anything that we do in this room, that could be an interesting sign that there's maybe more to be done there. But I don't know how likely that is. Because he doesn't seem to be reacting, and I'm slapping everything I possibly can. So, probably nothing. We have that switch there, which we've already hit. That's what indicates the sign that we knew we could reach, but couldn't do anything with, but we still can't read it, so it doesn't change a whole lot for us. There was that wall panel there, that when we touched it, it just fell off. Hold on. There's a secret wall here. Okay, hold on. That looks like it's going to be a nightmare to push later. Let's just explore through here for a second. I don't know what to do with that blocks yet, because we can't get behind it from here. What does this say? Never mind. It says some text I can't read. Because obviously we have to get the block out. Can I use the scanner in this room? Yeah, sure. Nope. No reliefs containing ancient characters. Let's put this away, because it's not doing anything for us. Can I do something here from below this panel? No. That's weird. Why does the floor above me go dink when I attack here? I want the skeleton out of the way. This is taking a lot of rolling shurikens. More confirmation that this weapon is not good. I just want to kill him so I can try and get out of here. Guess I should just wait until he gets closer. There we go. Nice try, rolling shurikens. You had a chance to prove yourself and were immediately proven to be worthless. Yeah. This is not what I was hoping for. Kind of just nothing in here we can actually interact with. It's an interesting new room, just not a usable one. You can't even get up there from here. Weird. Well, that's disappointing, because I thought we had maybe found something we could use here, but it looks like no. There's obviously a door there, so if we can push this to the checkpoint, we might be able to get something with it, but if we can't do that, we can't do it. So we'll just have to remember, this is the Surdab of Treasure. But despite being a Surdab, we've got nothing to be proud of in here. Nothing we can do yet, anyway. Can I just walk out into these? No. These are spikes that do hurt you from the side. That's weird. Almost all the other spikes in the game have taught us that you can pretty safely walk into spikes and nothing bad happens. But not those ones. I guess maybe because they're a mobile trap, they're always considered like an active damage edge, unlike the other ones, which you have to fall on to trigger the damage normally. So in order to have them be able to hit you, even if you're not jumping at the time that the spike touches you, they need to just make it always a damage zone. I'd be willing to believe that. Alright. Well... I might have to go away and think on this a little bit so that we can come back and have a plan in mind for what we're gonna do. We made some more progress into the Gate of Illusion, and we were able to do some stuff in there, get ourselves some pepper, get an anchor, get a little mini statue. We proved our smallness, but beyond that, I'm a little unclear where else we have to go, so I'm gonna have to think about this for a bit and see if I can puzzle my way somewhere forwards. Since we're here, I will go check on the thing I said I wanted to check earlier and then never actually checked. Is the tent open again? I'm willing to assume it won't open until we beat a boss or otherwise change the world in some significant way. But I'm not entirely confident about that, so I'm gonna go take a look. And it doesn't really feel like there's much else that's gonna be different in here, so... no harm in looking. But yeah, there's a lot of rooms like this one too, which seem like... if you look here... it feels like there's something there. like a ladder or something hidden underneath it, because there's a room down below us that I don't think we've been in. So, like, maybe there is something in here? That was weird. Yeah, that's very weird. Yeah, so like obviously there's something there, right? I just don't know what we need to do to get to it. Is it a matter of like pushing in from the side here somehow? Need a knife? No, it doesn't seem like we need a knife. There's no way to jump up from there. There could be something we have to come to the right from here, but I don't know what we need to do to make that happen, because this whole wall is nothing. And we've been in behind the statue in there before, too. Because this just had the, this software here, Death Village. So, like, what are we doing if not that to get back there? I don't know. But it's definitely mysterious. It feels very strongly like there is something hidden there. I just don't know how to get to it. Unless maybe there's like a secret wall in this room? But I don't know about that. We have missed some secret walls already, so it's not impossible. Not seeing one here, though. Yeah. Doesn't seem likely. Alright, well, back on track. We're gonna go check that waterfall room, just in case. But yeah, I am very curious about how we get inside the mountain here. There's got to be some way to do it, but I don't know what to do it. I don't know how to get in. This does attack the floor, so it's worth just like scooting our way around in case there was a floor breakable thing there I needed to do, but it doesn't seem like that's the trick either. What does this say again? I'm saying rapid water, yeah. Well, we have the anchor, but I don't think we need the anchor to not move in here. This was never doing much. It is pushing us, though. Maybe there was something here. I don't know. Alright. I jumped too far, but the door is still closed, so it's unlikely to be different now. Alright, I think we're probably at the point where I'm gonna have to put this away for today, because my brain is cooked. And we spent a lot of time here running around trying to find something else we can interact with, and have not done so. So, let me, one more try. I want to get into that little area. I want to see if there's actually a secret wall hidden behind the tent. Because that would be pretty funny if I just never tried that before. So let's get back up there and give that one try before we call it quits here for today. Because you could technically get in from this side. I am getting hit by that single vulture every single time I try. It's weird, normally they don't attack until you get to the top. So we jump, and we jump. Easy peasy. Nope. No secret panels here, just a tent I can't enter. Alright, that's fine. I think we're, like I said, gonna have to call it quits here for now then, while I try and figure out what is else going to make a useful bit of adventure for us. We've put a lot of time into this game so far, but I think there's still a fair bit to go, looking at what we've got access to so far. So, I'll have to puzzle that out a little bit, and we'll see what happens. So, thanks for joining me. It's been fun running around the world of La-Mulana a little bit more. Been fun exploring Eden and trying to figure out what's going on in the Gate of Illusion. But, until next time, see you around.